I am a small girl, lakini appetite ni ya boina. If you have ever gone on a road trip with me, you know I got you. You know I will feed you. A time was hard. A time was hard. You can always learn something from someone you didn't expect to learn from. Sometimes we cross borders, sometimes we sit down around the campfire and just have endless laughter, conversations, and just bond with strangers. This week's episode is about just that. Welcome to another episode on the tales of a modern nomad. Today I take you across borders, I take you around the campfire, and we just get to have a feel of what that entails and how magical such moments are. The lessons we've learned along the way, the lessons we regret. Do we really regret lessons? No, we don't regret. We just learn how to do better. This week's conversation is brought to you by a very lovely host, Sophia, and I hope we can engage. I hope you've loved, and I thank you for the engagement that we've had in our previous episodes. Thank you very much for the love. A girl is humbled. Anyway, let's dive right into it. In today's episode, I will share with you the first time I ever crossed the borders. I was very clueless, and it was a family trip, very unplanned. And I remember when we went on that trip, it was a road trip. Imagine crossing the border for the first time on a road trip. It was one of those unforgettable moments that you go to, encounters that you experience, the people that we met along the way. We were very green as the evergreen forests. We didn't know much about it other than the logistical bit, the border requirements and whatnot. But the journey, nothing could have prepared us for the journey. I remember when we got to Kampala, we were waiting to see, I will never forget, to see the Toyota building. And I was like, oh my God. We were looking for Total, Toyota or Shell. But Toyota, when we see that building, tunajua our help has arrived. So when we went on that trip, it was very magical. It was a very different kind of exposure, experience. We bonded. That's when I knew I had superpowers. By the way, I am the chief chef on every road trip. I know how to pack for road trips. I am the one who feeds people on road trips. If you have ever gone on a road trip with me, you know I got you. You know I will feed you. I really have mastered the art of planning for a road trip in terms of food, the snacks we carry. I really do not like having soggy meals on road trips. You can still have your sandwich and it will still be just as crunchy. You can still have your burgers, you can still have your food, and it won't be like meh. So I have really, anyway, let me stop beating my own drums. I really loved that experience. Because it was a short trip, we didn't stay for a long time, but we got to experience the meal, we got to experience the culture, we got to go on a mini street food tour, and let me tell you, Ugandans have the best street food. Like, food is not a problem in Uganda, and the variety and everything, it was very magical. It was just a totally different experience. And at that time, you can imagine we hadn't planned where we will go, what we will visit, because it was not that kind of a trip. But I loved my time in Uganda, and I know I'll be going back soon to conquer myself in the Ruwenzori Mountains, the Virunga Mountains, and many more, but also to still myself on the quiet shores of Lake Bunyonyi and the likes. I feel Uganda is very magical, and being the first country outside Kenya I visited, I really loved the experience. Though short-lived, I don't have any bad thing to say, and the people of Uganda are friendly. They are, a time was hard in its own unique way, a time was hard. I would therefore like to encourage you to dare take that road trip to Uganda, dare take that road trip to Tanzania, Rwanda. Those are places you can easily go on road trips. The road is fairly good, especially, I don't want to say the Kenyan sides, but up to our borders. The road towards the borders are very nice. The road inside Tanzania is also nice. The road inside or into Uganda is very nice. You get the different traffic rules, especially for Tanzania. I feel Kenya and Uganda, we have a lot of similarities in terms of our traffic laws. The only difference is the amount, the law and order is quite different in all the three countries that I've mentioned. It's very different. The police, the security teams in those countries, the enforcement is out of this world, just totally different. The language is different, how they express themselves is different. But the people, I really travel to see the mountains, to experience the warmth of the people, but mostly to experience the culture. I feel we have a very rich culture, and we can always learn from other cultures. You can always experience. Should you find yourself traveling a lot, always take a moment outside the ordinary, outside the picturesque places, outside the well-known places. Take your time to interact with the locals. Take your time to learn about their culture, to experience. You never leave the same as you never leave those places as you are. Something about you is usually changed. Your curiosity, it changes. You evolve as a person. So for me, that was a very brief introduction into crossing the borders. And I'll not lie to you, I loved every bit. I still long for the time I'll go back, because I have like itinerary, one. I am someone who is an adrenaline junkie. At the same time, I am someone who loves to go to the mountains, so I know that one is covered. I am someone who loves experiencing food. I love food. Someone recently told me I am a small girl, lakini appetite ni ya boina. Oh, that was like classic. A small girl who loves food. I really love food. And don't get me wrong, I don't have a problem with fast food, but I love authentic, cultural food. I love food that expresses and represents the people of that region. I love food that, I love soul food. I love home-cooked meals. I enjoy to see the love that is usually poured into these meals and the wholesomeness. Kwanza, peanuts, anything that is cooked with peanut sauce or ginat sauce and matoke. Oh, I love that. I love these foods that are very whole. They tell a story, and I'm curious. I always love hearing stories from people of all walks of life. You can always learn something from someone you didn't expect to learn from. It's really different, really, really different. And to the second experience that really left a mark on my life was Samburu. We were covered with a blanket of stars and we had a well-lit campfire. We danced, we laughed, we played around the campfire. The conversations that you have around the campfire is just different. It's very organic. It reminds us that we're really missing a lot of things in this life. Like, most of the time it's you and your phone, it's you. Even when you're at home, when was the last time you just put your phone down, sat with your loved ones, or just had conversations for hours, not about anything in particular, but just talked to someone without the distraction of technology, without your phone binging, without your mind being elsewhere? That is what Samburu did to me. I tell you, I don't know how long I talked. I think we stayed up to around 11. Yeah, we stayed up to around 11, and there are those who extended, the ones with, I don't even know how to call it, the ones who wako na nguvu ya elbow exercise, if you catch the drift. But it was magical. It was fun. We laughed. I really long for such moments, and I pray you get to experience that. And if you're not a group type of person, you're an introvert like I am, you can go on solo camping expeditions. Just distract yourself, disconnect yourself. At the same time, you're plugging in, you're connecting to nature. It's a different kind of vibe. The one thing I have come to love about being outdoors is that there's no judgment at all. It doesn't matter if you're an angry person. It doesn't matter if you're a slay queen. Mlima haijui slay queen. It doesn't matter if you are a very talkative person. Outdoors are too big for us to fit in. It accommodates everyone. The super fast, super agile, the laid back, the quiet ones, the wild ones, the gentle souls. It really captures and accommodates the diversity that nature brings. It brings out, I feel, stepping out of your house, going into a natural place, going into a different country, brings out a different type of person it brings out a different version of ourselves. It brings out that part of you that you didn't know exists, and if you did, have always been cautious not to show off too much, well guarded. Being outdoors is really freeing, and that's what the campfire conversations did for me. That's what taking the risk and traveling does for me. It's always an opportunity to embrace a different version of yourself, find out about yourself, learn more about yourself, discover who you are, but at the same time, ground yourself. So I really hope this has brought some insight to you on the cross-border or the borderlines and the campfire conversations, or it doesn't necessarily need to be a campfire. You might actually have endless conversations on the foot of one of the most beautiful waterfalls, gentle and quiet lakes. phones, or just a park. It really doesn't matter. This episode is a reminder of connecting with people, having conversations, genuine, open, no judgment type of conversations, but most importantly, laughter. We laugh, we always laugh, we play, we shout, we scream, and we always say a time was hard. I don't remember the time that anytime people can sit around a campfire and not laugh their hearts out and not share. It's a magical experience because you get to share more than you would ordinarily share over a phone call, when you meet with someone over a cup of tea. It's very different. It's a different experience. If you are an avid traveler, if you've just started traveling to see the world, if you have ever experienced the campfire conversations, I would love to know about your experiences in the comment section. Let us know, how was it like for you to take that first trip outside the country, to take that first trip, not necessarily outside the country, but outside your county, for those of us who have counties, or the first time you said, today I am going on a road trip. How was it like for you? Were you with someone? Were you doing a solo thing? How was it? We are very curious to learn and hear your stories as well. Let us know if there's someone you'd like us to bring to this show. Let us know if you'd like to join us on this show. We'd really love to have you here. We'd really love to hear your stories. But most importantly, let us continue being modern nomads in this very crazy and chaotic life. A nomadic lifestyle is just the best. It doesn't mean we are working like the old nomads or the pastoralist communities, which is still nice, but we are nomads. We are nomads in our own rights, be it on a journey towards a mountain, on a journey to explore the world, on a journey to have endless conversations in different sacred places around a campfire, at the foot of a mountain. We are innately nomads. I'll see you guys next week, same time, same place, bringing you nomadic stories from our various adventures.